Hello, everyone, and welcome to Eugene, Oregon, where it appears my eyes have to be deceiving me. I'm looking skyward. There's liquid coming down from the sky, and everyone knows it never rains in Autzen Stadium. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Beavers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Oregon Ducks offense will get the first crack at it here. They've met in the so-called... and they played to go to the Rose Bowl. It's run the gamut, but this one is always intense.
Yeah, Reese, I called that game back in 2009 where the winner was going to go to the Rose Bowl and had a chance to really feel the electricity and the excitement at Autzen State.
Oh, look out! He's at the 40. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run.
Man, having a great back makes life so easy on your offense. It balances everybody out. It commits more guys to the box. And this guy all season long, he's in the top 10 in rushing for a reason. He's continued to make plays. You continue to trust him. This guy is a great running back.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! And the PAT makes it 7-0. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. The Beavers offense will go to work for the first time today. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star point.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. And I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. To the air, it's Huff. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And here early in this one, first quarter, they've now already given up 1.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20.
Returner is tackled down at the 36, and your Oregon Ducks.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, They were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. The give to the left side. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. A program whose history is built on speed. Oregon just ran away from the Beavers last time.
And the Ducks were ready to play a year ago. They were ready.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he's got it at the 10. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. It seems as if this old feud has been going on since Lewis and Clark set the foundation for the Oregon Trail. They've been playing since 1894, guys.
Game's been played for a long time, a lot on the line in the state of Oregon. Bragging rights, Jesse, for a whole year.
I feel like it's one of the rivalries in college football that maybe a lot of people don't talk about or really know about. But if you've ever been around this game and you know about the tradition and the history and the emotions surrounding this game, this is easily one of the best rivalries in college football.
To the air on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Toner. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. The Beavers want to crank the tempo.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Beavers send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. First down here for the offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
it's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10. Everything's available to you. You don't know if it's run or pass, and then you add in the scramble.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Brown will throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Puts him in the spinner and moves on. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. And he'll be smacked to the ground. 3rd and goal, where the strong come through. Marches ahead. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The head coach going to keep the offense on the field and go for it on 4th and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon! And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Billy.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. They'll try to pop the draw. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So you get stuffed on 1st down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on 2nd, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I'm going to sneak a draw in here.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. To the air, it's Huff. Finds his big tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Looks as if we have an injury on the We'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. Here's the give off the left side. On the move is the 30. The expressway is wide open. The 20. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Ducks!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Coming out with it, it's Cross. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Looking to throw, it's Huff. He's got his man, and he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Line getting set on 2nd down.
At the 34. 2nd down coming up.
He'll just keep slinging it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Snagged in the middle, it's Murphy. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll take it on the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also, momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
They'll line up for a second down play. Brown wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the Ducks want to move quickly.
Well, we came into this game knowing that this guy can break tackles. He is a mobile quarterback. It's going to be tough for this defense to get him on the ground. I love the athleticism. I love his ability to extend the play. You just got to be able to finish it with a completion.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. Gonna take a shot. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Looking for more room. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first. Your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Complete to the right. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw it on first down. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Make sure he doesn't get backed up any further, signals for and makes the fair catch at the 10. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Brown will throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his spot. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive... Everything matter and hinge on this, because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
When I'm an offensive coach, I'm going to take shots. I'm going to take those 50-50 balls, and most of the time I'm going to trust my wide receiver to come down with it. The defensive back said, no, sir.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on third and short from the 21. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. Touchdown, Oregon! And the defense doing work. lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And that one's incomplete.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
On 3rd down, going up top. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Bringing it back. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Ducks! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
My life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Using the quick game. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to get on the same page this time. 2nd and 10 from the 31. Looking downfield, it's Huff. Got his man down the middle.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They're going to throw it again. Fires to the big fella. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Beavers are rolling down the field. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what they've got on second down. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Oregon State. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. At the 40, there he goes. He's off to the races. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oregon! And the route is on. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Listen, in these situations, it's so hard to push the ball down the field because the defense is playing pass. We bring in more DBs. We're dropping deeper in our coverage, and we're making you throw the ball underneath or run the football. Nice job by the running back. Listen, he got good yards. He didn't get the first down, but now he's in a situation where the 3rd down becomes something where it's not predictable. Now it's a situation where they can go out and have success.
And the Beavers will line up to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or as you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there.
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Might as well give it to him again. Still running at the 40. All kinds of running room. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They'll try the left side. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staff.
We'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Brown wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Ducks! And the stomping has commenced. It's as if the Duck has hopped on that motorcycle and is revving the engine, and Oregon is threatening to drive away.
And Oregon's a team that, man, when they get it going, a lot of times they're just so hard to stop. The swag gets rolling. The uniform always looks good, but Oregon State's going to have to find something in this rivalry.
They need a big play, and they need it right now. The Beavers need to be able to slow down this runaway train that is the Oregon Ducks right now.
This drive will open from the 15. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Coming after it. Had to throw it before he wanted. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He's going to pass. Pressure coming. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Zings it complete to the right. Open space at the 25. He goes out of bounds after a huge pickup, and he's still short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down. The Beavers will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute balls.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon! And the beatdown has ensued. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Connor.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take... The time in this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on second down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this to him.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. The Beavers decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Line gets set, first down. Brown will throw it. Fires it down the seam. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Going up top on first down. He wants it all. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And the Ducks are flying down the field. A first down run in the red zone. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. The Ducks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! And the punishment has been extended. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Bringing it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little...
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
That's a way to get some breathing room. He's got 5 out to the 9-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Beavers will punt this one away. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Corrals it at the 45. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Give to the running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The Ducks will hustle to the line. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Headed to the end zone. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Oregon! And the pummeling has started. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Let's see what he can do with the return. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ware. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Beavers will punt it away on 4th down. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Brown wants to pass. He's going up top. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. On second down, he'll let it fly. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Got it in stride at the 15. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Ducks! And the route is on.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They're bringing heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Beavers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched